sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry from the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
It's now
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the toss to Bell running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Will go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check, lucky. Hey, check 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
57 the mark. 57.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No pass complete,
It's 3rd
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now on third down. That pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7. Jets.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
29-yard line.
Second and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
On the tackle.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. A screen to Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That is is incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
To second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, as the Ravens push further out in front. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. From the 17, here's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Breshad Perriman. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. He'll drop to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Jets first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down, and the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Ravens 14, Jets 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he will find his man on the outside. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Jets.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Incomplete. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. The first down run with Bell as he'll get about 6 there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First carry for James Conner. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's 3rd down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. 57, Mike, 57. Ozzy, sit up. 57, Mike 57.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going up top for Kupp. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
13. Mike, 28. I don't think you got it, son. Kill. Hey, middle.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got off the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Jets punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fournette, a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll run with Fournette. He'll have another first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 22-yard scamper, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The former Jet, Demario Davis, came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Side caught by Green. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First down, New York.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
39-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure comes and down he goes. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
Let's go!
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
4th down.
Back to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.